Hello there everybody, Sabata92 aka Nightmare, and I'm literally recording this the day after I recorded the previous episode, so at the time that I'm recording this, it's actually Thursday, despite the fact that this video is going up on Sunday. Don't judge me on my recording schedules, sometimes I record early. And also because it's Ace Attorney, I desperately want to play more. So, last episode we've returned to the trial. Well, I wouldn't say that we've proven enough yet, but we do have at least a basic idea that Ini Miney and Morgan were in cahoots. Right now, we just need to find a good enough motive for Ini Miney. I already have a good idea. I mean, to get me wrong, technically she does kind of have a motive. However, I want to say that they do have some sort of connection. Again, my argument was that their interests coincided. Morgan wants to she wants to be out of the Branch family. She wants to be the main family, and she wants her daughter to basically take over the entire Faye family. Because I'm pretty sure it's stated that, like, Pearl is kind of like a prodigy. And don't get me wrong, Maya is a good girl. But the fact that Pearl also has this rather innate ability, I bet you that kind of fed into Morgan's jealousy, being just a member of the Branch family. So she's willing to throw Maya under the bus just so that they can be the main family instead. So that sort of interest kind of coincided with Ini Miney. Now I just gotta find some way to prove it. Also, Ini Miney had one hell of a... She kind of flipped out a little bit. 12:04 p.m. District Court, defendant in lobby number 3.
Is it really true about my aunt?
I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Ini could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And, under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your aunt, Morgan.
That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt...
Everything is going just as I predicted. Oh. Let me guess. This is Francisca?
Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Hello!
Ugh! Miss Von Karma! Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad.
Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation.
Looking down on me, even though we're the same age.
Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering.
Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat.
But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back.
Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is.
Good lord. Do you not realize the shit that your father has done? Or are you just so fucking brainwashed? Because this is Von Karma. He's probably fucking brainwashed her to an extent to where she can't see that he's done some seriously fucked up shit. Ugh.
Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you prove Miss Ini Miney had a motive?
Yes, I believe I can. Ini Miney and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Miney, please testify to this court about your car accident last year.
Huh? I thought, like, you wanted to, like, ask about my, like, motive. I, like, don't see the point in, like, bringing up the past.
Miss Miney, if you please.
Okay. Like, I totally don't think it'll do any good, but...
Oh boy, here we go. Last year's accident.
That was, like, last year in May. Like, something really bad happened at, like, my sister's clinic around then. And, like, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was like totally pooped too, so like I fell asleep in the passenger seat. I like woke up because of a jolt and like it was a sea of flames around me. I like opened the door and like got away.
I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk on the tabloid shows, day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister.
Ah! Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip.
Yes, Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Miney's sister.
Unfortunately, unless they did an autopsy on Miss Miney, there's not much we can do. And even then, if this guy's the owner of a clinic, there's a possibility he could have easily used an untraceable drug that could have just digested in the system by then. But by now, since it's already been past a year, there's probably no luck in getting those results out of her corpse, which well, obviously is buried by this point, but you know what I mean. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. All right, here we go. Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then?
Yeah, like that was in May too. Like the thing with the with all the patients dying was like May 2nd, and like our accident was like on the 24th.
2 accidents back to back. Do you assume it's just a coincidence?
My sis was like totally tired, so that's why. Duh.
That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct?
Yeah.
What was the cause of this mistake?
Like, I heard it was because the medicines, like, got mixed up.
Was that the fault of your sister, Ini Miney?
Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis.
Objection!
Ooh.
That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Ini Miney's fault.
Which means as far as the real facts are concerned, Ini Miney is the one who made the mistake.
But, like, it really wasn't my sis.
Part of me believes that it probably wasn't. She was totally tired. You mean exhausted?
Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation.
Well, it happened on May 2nd, and then the accident happened on the 24th. That means that for like 3 weeks she was probably hounded by investigators and police, so she probably did not get any peace of mind whatsoever, and something like that would weigh on anybody's, especially if they started to believe that it was their fault, even if they were innocent. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? Oh, I can press harder? Okay. So then, why didn't you ask to switch places?
Huh? Like, what are you talking about?
I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True.
But like, I don't, like, have a driver's license.
I can counter that because I have your driver's license, and it was found.
This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Miney.
Miss Miney, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, anyway. I was like totally pooped too, so I fell asleep. Wait.
The accident happened at night, correct?
Yeah, like, it was at like 1 AM or so, I think. I had like a paper due like really soon. So like I hadn't slept and I was working real hard. So it was because the two of you were so tired that this accident happened.
And your sister, what happened to her?
I didn't see her. The car was, like, totally black, and there was, like, a ton of smoke. I, like, totally had, like, no clue what was going on.
Please tell us about your escape in more detail.
I like, kept wanting to forget that time. So, like, I don't remember things about the accident in, like, detail anymore.
Well, it's alright, no need to push yourself. Like, okay, I'm not going to lie, like, see, here's the thing. This is an accident that actually happened. And she's as much a victim as what happened. I mean, granted, if she really was the killer, she ended up doing the wrong thing. But there's no reason to forget the fact that she herself is a victim and lost her sister in an accident. So she's technically a victim of that sort of trauma. And I'm pretty sure anybody would be traumatized by such a horrible event. So,
I think I, like, gave an interview after the accident. Like, that would probably be the most accurate, you know.
actually, I think she did. It was... let's see. Yeah, here it is. Interview about the crash. I was like totally tired and dropped off to sleep. Then there was this crash, and then I woke up in a huge sea of flames. I was like still half asleep, but I opened the right door and like got out. I don't like remember anything else. Okay. Yeah, because she did give a sort of pseudo interview of sorts. Okay. I needed to make sure on that. If it's that article, then I've already got it. Yeah, that's literally what I just did. So I have to cancel that one. And that's why you were in the passenger seat.
Like, yeah. I was, like, at my college's research lab till, like, really late. So my sis was, like, giving me a ride home.
I see.
Phoenix?
Yes?
You can't do this. You're being too easy on her.
There's gotta be some sort of secret sleeping in this testimony.
Yes. So let's find that one crushing contradiction and end this.
Yeah, don't worry. I already know what I've gotta... Let me see. She literally just said it. Okay. See, here's where I present her license. Objection! Miss Miney, that was a lame lie just now.
Like, what do you mean?
I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license.
What is the meaning of this, Miss Miney? That's right. Yeah, I had, like, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident.
Nice try. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so.
What? Are you talking about that perverted fake clinic director?
Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did...
No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November.
What? November?
The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What the?
That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Miney did not have a driver's license. Ow! Cry, and my whip will accommodate.
Good God.
Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. I'm, like, glad you get it, but... Like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sister would have let me drive.
Huh? Ah!
Don't just stand there, yourself.
Not you too, Mia! With the whip, and the pain, and the ow!
Miss Miney, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway?
Eh? That's because... I think this situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Miss Miney, if you please.
Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry. Didn't mean to be mean.
Why?
Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sister was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too.
Huh. I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... So, what do you mean by really close?
Like, I had one of those permit things. I think that's what they're called.
Oh, a learner's permit. Permit?
Wow, the big-name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is.
Well, this lawyer never had a permit.
What? Ignorance is to be whipped.
What is with her? All she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense.
So, like, may I continue?
Good God! Need a full suit of armor whenever I'm dealing with this woman. She valued cars. How much would you say she valued her car?
Well, like, she'd flip out at, like, a drop of rain. And, like, she would notice if someone, like, touched the car with dirty hands.
The car door. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever? Why did she take such special care of the car?
How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car.
Well, I'm not very car smart. I literally just want a vehicle that can take me from point A to point B. I could care less what it looks like, as long as it's functional. New car?
Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer?
Just go to a fucking car wash. I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise.
Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, all right?
Well, Miss Miney, what kind of car was it?
Bright red shiny sports car. It was a new car.
Yeah, she had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK.
The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials?
Judge, oh my God.
And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive.
I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor.
Yes?
Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony.
You mean the part about it being a special import car?
Yes.
Well, if you like cars that much, then...
That's not my point! Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either.
Miss Miney, would you please fix your testimony?
Sure, whatever.
Totally special model from England. Totally special model from England. I yelled hold it pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Ask for the heck of it, why not? So, yes, what am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good?
Huh?
They're expensive, and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. They're expensive, and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the state. The UK. Let's see. We're in Japanifornia, so American cars we drive on. We have our driver's seat on the left side. But if this car is from the UK, then that would mean it's on the right. Oh! Oh! Her testimony. Wait a minute. Didn't her testimony say she went out the right door? But if this car's from the UK, then the driver's side would be on the right side. Ooh! Hold on. That's got to be the case. It would seem there's no benefit to owning one.
Huh?
This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it?
You, what do you know? That sleek shape, the shape of the wild way, it starts to smooth and draw off the manual transmission, cool, but you see?
Forgive me. Hold on. Let me examine her testimony again real quick. Her personality really changes at the drop of a hat.
It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case.
She likes to say Okay, I'm gonna keep pressing her dialogue, but I'm pretty sure one part of ended up in the passenger seat that night too. Was it her dialogue or no? Was your sister good at driving?
She was totally awesome. She said she was going to be racing queen of the nursing world.
Somehow, I think she bumped my question off track again. Hold on. Let's see. Oh. She was driving. If this is a car from the UK, the driving steering wheel is on the right side. American cars, we have it on the left side. If she specifically says she got a car from the UK, and if the car's on the opposite side, that means that she was driving. Okay, I'm gonna press her on this real quick, but I think this is what I have to contradict. And that was when the accident occurred, correct?
Yeah, I immediately reached for the passenger side door and fled in a daze.
Sounds like you had a terrifying time.
There's something very big here. It's going to be hard to break apart such a natural sounding testimony. But we have to attack it, and by doing so, a flaw will show itself. It has to.
Do you really think so?
Believe. There is a path, I know it.
Me almost sounded like a prophet for a second there. Okay, thankfully I already know what I've got to cancel. Okay. I think I have to present this because this is the one that has the information to say that she exited the right door. Objection! Miss Miney, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, got out. That's correct, isn't it?
Why are you suddenly asking me about that?
Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right?
Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side.
That would be if it were an American car. But it would be the opposite in a British car.
The opposite?
The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side.
Gah! What do you mean by this?
Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat.
Ah!
Order! Order in the court! Order! Order!
Ah! Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Ini said the person who was driving was her older sister, Ini Miney.
That is what Ini said, yes, but that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions.
Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder.
If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Ini or Mimi? Who was really driving that night? And the answer is Ini Miney, of course. Why would you say that? Miss Ini Miney just said so herself in her testimony. She said that she escaped the car from the right side door, which would have been where the driver's seat was. Ow!
I'm inclined to feel sorry for a foolish fool who foolishly spends his time foolishly. At that time, Miss Ini Miney had not yet received her driver's license.
And that is why the accident happened.
Hold it, Phoenix. It looks like you still don't see the real truth behind the accident.
The real truth?
Think outside the box. Isn't that what we always say?
All right. One more time. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Ini or Miney, who was really driving that night? Oh! Oh my god! There's a dark implication with this. Oh my god. There's a seriously dark implication with this, though. Oh! The thought never even occurred to me. Oh my... They found this license photo. Her body was severely damaged, so they had to resort to plastic surgery based on just the photo. Oh my god! It was Mimi! The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Ini Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Ini Miney, was the one in the driver's seat. Yes, because the person before us is not Ini Miney. Which leads us to the next question. The next question? Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now?
What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is...
I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name is Ini Miney. Ini Miney. That is your real name!
Objection!
Of all the foolish dribble! Then how do you explain her appearance?
This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture.
Facial reconstruction surgery?
This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right! It's a picture of her younger sister!
No!
But Ini Miney, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case.
The body they found at the crash site.
That was the body of the real Ini Miney. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Miney? That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Ini Miney. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Ini. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence.
Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray.
What do
What is the meaning of this nonsense?
Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Ini Miney. However, that would have not been possible, because Ini Miney was still in fact alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs. There's a hell of a twist.
And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. Well, Miss Ini... I mean, Miss...
Why did you just say my name just now?
Looks like I've been unmasked.
Witness?
Oh.
That's right, I admit it. My real name is Ini Miney. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi, too. So close.
But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Ini Miney wanted her old self to disappear because of this. Her old self. The newspaper clipping. She didn't want to live under that again. By escaping to the personality of her sister, she was finally able to somehow escape just... Actually, if that's the case, then that... Not only having to deal with this, the loss of her sister, it was her own way of trying to escape all of that pain that was hitting her really hard. This is... The fact that the 14 patients died from malpractice, and then the loss of her own sister, it was just too much for one person to go through.
Take that! That's about the malpractice incident.
Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Ini Miney. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Ini Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister.
The timing couldn't have been worse.
14 patients dying in that incident, and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear.
I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way.
She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination.
That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo-jumbo?
Becoming Ini has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult, I hate it. I hate it all!
I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as why did Miss Miney choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it?
I already know why that one.
Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear.
The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fey.
This is preposterous! I'm perfect! Me, Franziska von Karma!
I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss Von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is.
Ow! Oh God, please stop it! And one more for good measure!
Phoenix, hang in there, Phoenix! Phoenix!
This court is a fraud! A sham!
Jesus Christ!
Now then, now that we've finally detained and seduced, not seduced, oh God, anything but that, sedated the Miss Von Karma, I think we can finally get this done. It looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness, so I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict.
Oh, thank the Lord. Where am I? Unconscious somewhere, but God damn it.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Jesus Christ. June 22nd, 3:13 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3.
Congratulations, Maya. Sis?
Aww.
It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing?
Oh, sis. I didn't kill anyone, did I?
No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right.
Aww. There's still one thing I don't quite get.
Oh, you're finally awake. What's that?
What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot.
I think Ini Miney had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then, you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder.
She had it planned down to the smallest detail. Huh.
Nick!
Congrats, Maya.
Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam.
Well, you know.
But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help me Miney with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick.
Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be?
Nick, please, I need an answer.
The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... Well, I mean... I mean, thinking about it, it would have to be Pearl. She did all of this specifically for her. I think it was, aside from her jealousy, I think the one thing that we can at least give Morgan the benefit of the doubt is that she specifically did this for her daughter. And I think that's why.
Take that! Pearly?
4 years from now, a new master will be born into Kurain Village. And that person will be you, Maya.
And?
But, if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen then?
The branch family. My aunt.
No. Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl's. Everything was done for her sake. It was all so that Pearls would become the next master.
Yeah, I can see that.
Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying... I thought so. She probably had a feeling on that then. Good God, give this girl a damn hug. Date and time unknown. Detention center. Solitary confinement cell 13? Who the hell's in solitary Wait a minute. Is it Dick Von Karma? Oh, no, it's Morgan.
My precious Pearl. You are the only one suitable to be the master of Kurain, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder, and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl. That Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come.
Jesus. Episode 2. We didn't even turn... Good God! A brand new episode has been added, and oh God, it's got karma on it. Delightful. Alright. With that, we have saved Maya, thankfully. But unfortunately, we got whipped to oblivion at that point, so that's utterly delightful. Citizen, stop playing Monster Hunter Rise! I'm still playing Generations Ultimate right now. Give me a chance to get used to the game! Sorry, that was a bit of a random tangent there. But on the positive, I'm just happy that we were able to prove Maya's innocence. And while my initial theory was kind of wrong, the whole thing about taking over as the sister, that's actually a very interesting little twist there. Actually doing that to escape the... It turns out, it's interesting that Dr. Gray was right, that it really was her fault for the malpractice. And the pressure of such a horrible mistake, compiled with the death of her sister, that was a very... In that regard, I can't really bring myself to hate Mimi. I can kind of hate Morgan somewhat. But again, it's one of those things where I can kind of understand the human element. She did all of this specifically for her daughter. Granted, it was kind of oh my god, it was one hell of a... Oh, that's one hell of a fucked up thought there, but I can understand Mimi a little bit more. She saw the one chance she could to escape. Nothing against her own sister. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she would have never wanted the death of her own sister. That should be plainly obvious. But the entire situation is just sad, you know? I can't really help but feel bad for him. And especially Pearl's, like, good God. The only thing I'm wondering how the hell they're going to be handling that. Surely they must have some way to kind of, like, help take care of Pearl. I wonder if there's some... they must have some way. But anyway, we proved Maya's innocence. We got whipped to oblivion by Von Karma. And Morgan's locked up, but it seems like she's not done with us just yet, unfortunately. She might end up being our big bad for this time, which kind of worries me. But anyway, that is all we have for today. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see all of you guys in the next trial.